know how strong you all feel. And to start with, I'm going to ask our local Member of Parliament, Tim Farron, to say a few words. Tim is the President of the Liberal Democratic Party. I hope he's going to tell us he's with us today. I hope he's going to tell us he's going to vote the bill down, but we'll wait and see. The Member of Parliament, Tim Farron.
No pressure there, then. Thank you very much, David. Of course I'm against time. If I was to ask you what the Labour Party song was, you'd say the Red Flag probably. If you were to ask you what the Conservative Party song was, I think it's Land of Hope and Glory. You probably wouldn't know what the Liberal Party's historic song is, and it's the Land. It's the Land. And if I tell you, I'm not going to sing it to you because that'll be absolutely dismal. But I'll give you the chorus. It goes like this: why should we be beggars with a ballot in our hand? God made the land for the people. And if that doesn't tell you what I'm doing on this issue, I don't know what else to. I am here with my kids and my wife, and I'm here often on a Sunday. It's just not normally quite as busy as this. We're all environmentalists, so I hope you'll forgive me in that case for the fact that I'm a low wattage MP today. It's a fantastic protest that we're involved in today. It's also, by the way, Homelessness Sunday. And last night, about 10 of us from Manor House in Kendal slept up at Kendal Castle to raise funds for that fantastic organisation. Now I'll tell you that story because of the 7 of the 10 of us who went up there, or 7 of the other 7, are guys who have slept rough for real, you know, people for whom last night was not playing out or making a protest. And about 4 o'clock this morning, one of the guys who knew I was coming here today said to me, "Why are you bothering? You're just making a fuss, it won't change anything." And I reminded him that 5 years ago, nearly to the day by the way, they were going to close down Ward 4 at Westmoreland General Hospital. And we got out in similar numbers, and we made a massive fuss, and we stopped them. And in fact, this month, we'll introduce not just keeping Ward 4, but a whole new mental health unit at Westmoreland General. And I just say that to say, you're not just doing gesture politics here today, you are making a difference. You're making a difference. And when you look at what's going on across the country at the moment, people who are protesting against this move, people who understand that we're in an economic mess, and whoever's in power is to make horrible decisions. But what matters is we have an intelligent solution to this. Because here we are in Grizdale Forest. This is the 4th biggest visitor attraction in the whole of the Lake District. We make money here, we don't lose it, and over the last 5 to 10 years, this centre has become bigger and bigger and better. And if we have to save money, it may well be my coalition, but I'm no android matey. I'm the MP for this place when it comes first.
Hey!
Thank you very much. You know, if you wanted a robot, you should have got it for somebody else. Now then, why does this matter? Why does this matter? And I'll tell you why it matters. There's 4 basic reasons this matters. It matters first of all because of public access. Can we be sure, if this land is not in public hands, that it's going to be accessible to all of you and to the thousands of other people who access this forest and others across Cumbria every year? No, I'm not convinced that we can be sure of that. Secondly, can we be sure of the sustainable timber that the Forestry Commission provides every year across the country? No, I'm not convinced we can. Can we be sure of the biodiversity and the rich diversity of different species that we desperately need up and down the forest of this country if it's not publicly controlled? No, I am not convinced we can. But I tell you what, those 3 things pale into insignificance compared to the biggie. You see, the economic crisis is massive, but it is absolutely nothing compared to the biggest crisis that faces all of us, and that is climate change. And what you're looking around you at is part of Britain's lungs, part of our essential carbon sink. And if we're determined, and we must be, to tackle climate change, we would be mad to lose control of our single biggest weapon in the fight against climate change, which is the carbon sink you see all around you here. So yeah, I mean, you're asking me for my support. Too blooming right, you've got my support. We have the Forestry Commission's record and legacy here in Grizedale and further beyond in this part of the world is absolutely superb, and it's important we stand shoulder to shoulder. Just remember though what you achieved just over the last week, because I tell you what, this time last week, that consultation document included just selling off the forests and nothing else. I'm pretty confident now the one thing we're definitely not talking about is a sell-off. What is in the paper now may not be perfect, but it's a darn sight better than it was going to be a week ago, and that is thanks to you, and you should give yourself a round of applause for that and be encouraged for what we achieved so far. We have a 12-week consultation. Now, it's not enough, no. I spent 24 and a half years involved in politics, 23 3/4 in opposition. So let me share with you my experience, which is this. If you want to stop something happening, by and large what you've got to do is do more than just oppose, you've got to propose. And around us here in Grizedale, we've got a fantastic example of what the government could be doing with forestry up and down the country, making sure it is an income generator and it is something that brings people into the woodlands to understand the value of them environmentally, culturally, in terms of our heritage. That is the intelligent answer. The Forestry Commission costs the taxpayer, David will tell me if I'm wrong, 70 million a year. Do you know how much it earns? 50 million a year. There's not a right lot to make up there if they give us the ability to use resources like this in a better way. But even if we can't make up that 20 million, what is 20 million when it comes to fighting climate change and tackling the desperate need to have decent biodiversity? So yeah, you want my commitment to saving Grizdale Forest, to preventing a sell-off of our forests up and down the country, you have got it. Thank you to the organisers, thank you to you for turning out on a chilly Sunday. Let's stand together, all the best.
Well, Tim, thanks very much.